Good morning and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Maya Luna Corazon. I will also put the card here, the link to my channel trailer, and then you can have a look and to see my work and what am I offering here. And for those who are here already long time, welcome back my friends. Thank you so much for your communication, your time to engage with me and talk to me on my latest video on the Sunday talk. I'm so happy to read your comment and to know more a little bit about you and what you think about the topic we share, we talk. It's just amazing to know that I'm not just sitting here and talk to the camera. And yeah, today I wanted to show you how to make this beautiful harvest moon sweater. I will also put a photo on the screen so that you can see how it look on me when I wear it outdoor. I'm sitting in my room and we are so lucky we have a little light today, as now we are moving toward winter. The daylight is very limited here in my area, so I'm just trying to use the light as much as possible. So if you see that some of my video tutorial, and if the light is not that great, I'm doing my best to also use the extra light to make the video clear for you. And I'm trying to make this kind of introduction in the early morning so that you can also see a best quality of us look at to each other's eyes. I think it's very important to have this moment to talk with you a little bit before we jump into the tutorial. And one more thing, I want to let you know that when you're watching this video, I have expanded the coupon code for the PDF written pattern of Harvest Moon sweater for you, because I think it's good that you have more day to think about if you really want to take this written pattern home, because this way you also can crochet with me through the video and also have all the information of all sizes that you can make for everyone in your family. And if you make it for sale either on Etsy shop or on your personal website, I only ask one thing: to link back to my pattern shop and to give me a little bit of credit of, yeah, this is the design that I come up with, and it would be nice if you read my term and policy before you sell your item. And all of my written pattern you are allowed to sell if you are individual and small business owner, but please, if you are big mass production, you are not allowed to use my pattern for any reason. And one more thing, this pattern offer from size from S, M, and L, XL, 2X, and 3X. So we have cover for plus size goddess. Alright, my beautiful friends, if you are new here and if you are old here and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do, so that you will get a notification, and to make sure that you click that little bell next to it. This is the only way you got the notification right into your inbox as soon as I post the video. Alright, let's do it together. All info about the material used is in the description box below. You can find everything there, all the links, including all of my social media and Facebook group. I see you later in the next video. Enjoy the tutorial and have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye bye. Love you. In this project, I choose to work with this yarn, the Meri Wool from We Are Knitters. And if you are watching this video in October 2019 and like to get the same yarn, you can also use my coupon code and get 15% off. And this code only valid until end of October. So I put all the information in description box below. You will also need the crochet hook, size 7mm hook. And I know that in US can be hard to find this hook, but in my written pattern you have get swatch, so you can use maybe smaller hook and trying to get the same size of my get swatch. That would be possible to make this sweater to have the same result as mine. And if you can find 7mm hook, then it's very easy. Just follow everything I show you here. A pair of scissors you will need as well, and yarn needle. In this video, I show you how to make size SM. And in this pattern, to start with, you're going to make chain of, let me see, for size SM, you're going to make chain of 48 plus 15. For all the sizes, you can get all the information from the written pattern. After you get chain 48, after you chain 48 plus 15, you will start row 1 with double crochet in 4 chain from hook, and then double crochet in each of the next 11 chain. After you got that, you're going to do chain 3, skip next 2 chain, and single crochet in the next chain. Chain 3, skip next 2 chain, and double crochet in the next chain. You will do that twice. And after that, you're going to add double crochet in each of the next 12 chain. And this is the pattern of this row. You're just going to repeat this same thing over and over until the end of the row. It doesn't matter how many chain you start with. And I will meet you at the end of the row. And here's our row 1. We have finished row 1, and now we're going to continue row 2. Row 2, just chain 1 and add 1 single crochet in each of the double crochet from previous row. You're going to add a 13 double crochet. You see here, now is our last single crochet, and there you see this pattern that we create in the first row, and you see the first loop there. We're going to skip that loop, and we're going to add 3 double crochet into the next loop. Then we chain 3, and now we're going to put 3 double crochet into the first loop that we skipped before. And now, as you can see, it makes just a beautiful texture on top of each other, stitched like this. Now we're going to add 1 single crochet on top of double crochet next to it. And then you're going to repeat all of that one more time in those chain spaces. And here, add 1 single crochet to the next double crochet, and this like you finish twice of this design. And now you're going to add just 1 single crochet in the next of the 12 double crochet from previous row, and you're going to repeat again and again the same thing. You can see that the design will guide you how to do it, and you just have to follow, and it has to be aligned. And here we finish row 2. To start row 3, we're going to chain 3. Oh, by the way, just make sure that your last single crochet is going to be on top of the 3rd chain of the turning chain. Don't miss that one. Now chain 3. This chain 3 count as double crochet. We will skip the first single crochet, and then we're gonna add a double crochet in each of the next 12 single crochet. And again, when you get the written pattern, you have a photo step by step, a lot of photo as always. If you think this is too fast, you can just pause and go back to look at it again. So add that double crochet until you get there. Chain 2, single crochet in the next chain 3 loop, chain 2, skip next 3 double crochet and double crochet in the next single crochet. Do that twice. And now add a double crochet in each of the next 12 single crochet and keep repeat the same thing over and over again until the end of the row, and I will meet you there. Here is our row 2 and 3, and for row 4 and 5 you just have to repeat row 2 and 3 to create row 4 and row 5. Simple, just that. And I will show you how to continue with row 6. Yeah, the result until row 5, you have something like this. So pretty, right? I really love the texture of this design. It's so beautiful. It's kind of like 3D. I really love it. And now we're going to continue row 6. Row 6, you simply chain 6. And this chain 6 count as a double crochet and chain 3. So just chain 6. Now you're going to skip the first 3 double crochet. And single crochet into the next one. Chain 3. Skip next 2 double crochet and double crochet into the next double crochet. Chain 3. Skip next 2 double crochet and single crochet into the next one. Chain 3. Skip next 2 double crochet and double crochet in the next double crochet. Now you make this movement to start with again, and in that chain space you add 2 double crochet in that chain space, double crochet in the next single crochet, and 2 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, and double crochet in the next double crochet. You do that twice. And now we're going to repeat the same thing that we start from the beginning. Here, as you see the chain space here. But this time we're going to chain just 3 because it's not at the beginning, so we just chain 3. and we're going to skip next 2 double crochet and add single crochet there, and after that it's just going to be the same. So go back and see how we did it from the beginning and just repeat everything. And here is the look of row 6, and the last double crochet of row 6 is on top of the 3rd chain of turning chain, as you can see there. And one thing that is different from the video that you will see I forgot to do in row 7 is coming now. Row 7, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to add single crochet in the first double crochet, but I forgot in the video. So go ahead and add 1 single crochet, then skip the first chain space and add 3 double crochet in the next chain space. And this we are creating again this texture, chain 3, and now in the first chain space that we skip, we add again 3 double crochet there, and then we add a single crochet on top of the double crochet, and we're gonna again repeat that, this twisting double crochet thing into the next chain space. Just do that one more time. And here add a single crochet there, and now you have complete this pretty texture. Now you're gonna add 1 single crochet in each of the next 12 double crochet, and you're just gonna repeat that again and again, and you will ending with last double crochet in 3rd chain of turning chain, and this is how you create row 7. Now we're going to continue with row 8. Row 8, we're going to chain 5, and this chain 5 count as double crochet and chain 2. So go ahead and chain 5, and single crochet in next chain 3 loop, chain 2, skip next 3 double crochet and double crochet in next single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in next chain 3 loop, chain 2, skip next 3 double crochet and double crochet in each of the next 13 single crochet. And when you get into that stitch, that should be your double crochet, and then you chain 2, skip next 3 double crochet in the next single crochet. You do that twice, and then you repeat again everything that we did before, and just make sure that your last double crochet should be on top of the 3rd chain of the turning chain, which is that one. Just don't skip it, and that's how you complete the row 8. For row 9 and row 10, you just simply follow the row 7 and row 8 to have this result. And when you got something like this, now we're going to continue row 11. For row 11, you're going to chain 3, and this chain 3 count as a double crochet. Then you're gonna add 2 double crochet in next chain 2 space, a double crochet in next single crochet, and 2 double crochet in the next chain 2 space, and a double crochet in the next double crochet. You do that twice. And now you're going to chain 3, skip next 2 double crochet and single crochet in the next double crochet. Chain 3, skip next 2 double crochet and double crochet in the next double crochet. And again, do that twice. And as you can see here, this is pretty much the design of this row. You can see at the beginning, we add double crochet in the chain space. You can also count how many double crochet in there. And you're just gonna do the same because now you are meeting with after that you're meeting this chain space. You're gonna do exactly the same like the beginning, and you're just gonna repeat over and over again. And again, just make sure that you end with double crochet in third chain of the turning chain there, and I will meet you at the end. Here is row 11. For this design, you're going to repeat row 2 to row 11 as long as you want your sweater to be. I have made in total of 11 sets. I can explain to you what does it mean set. You see that I call one box at one set, and you see the arrow that point there. So I make total of 7 sets and I finish at row 10. And after row 10, I decided to add 2 rows of half double crochet. So when you finish your last row, I would suggest you to also finish at row 10 because it's easier to work with the half double crochet. You see here's a half double crochet I have already made, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So here, after you finish your last row, which I suggest to be row 10, then chain 2, turn your work, and now you're going to just add half double crochet in third chain from hook, and then half double crochet in each of the next 12 double crochet. Then you're going to add 2 half double crochet in next chain 2 space, and 1 half double crochet in next single crochet, and again 2 half double crochet in next chain 2 space, and 1 half double crochet in next double crochet. You do that twice, and after that you're gonna add half double crochet in each of the next 13 double crochet. And for this row, you're just going to repeat this step over and over again until the end of the row, and make sure that in the last half double crochet you're ending it on top of the third chain of the turning chain, and you are done with the first row of the half double crochet. The second row of half double crochet, you're just going to chain 2 and half double crochet in each of half double crochet from the previous row across, and that's it. That's how you finish your extra 2 half double crochet row. And here you see I have already finished 2 panels. So after you finish your first panel, just go ahead, make another panel exactly the same, because you need the 2 identical pieces to create the body part. And when you got the 2 pieces already, now we're going to create the neckline. And to create the neckline, and simply use the yarn needle and sew in. You see where I have my hands there, just about 4.3 inches from the trim toward the center part, and I do that in both sides. And to close the body part, I simply use the yarn needle to sew up from the bottom up to where my hand is. So actually approximate from the shoulder part, I measure the armhole to be 7 to 8 inches, and I just skip that part for the armhole and make sure that I have enough space for my arm, and I do that in the other side as well. So you perhaps have something like this. I hope so. This is a neckline. You can see this is how it turns out. You can actually try it on and see how it fits you. I also really like how this sweater without the sleeve already is so nice. I tried on and I actually wear it like that for a day or so, and I weave all the yarn in. But now let's continue with the sleeve. As you can see here, I have already made one sleeve because I just want to make sure that it's worked the way I imagine. So here's how the sleeve look like. I add the texture in the side as well, so it's not boring. Now I'm going to show you exactly how I did it in the other side. To make the sleeve, you're going to find one of the corner to add the slip knot, and with the slip knot right in the under of the arm, you're going to chain 2 and you're going to add half double crochet across. Just make sure that you spread it out evenly for the half double crochet so that it come out nicely. So for the round 1, I have put half double crochet all around, in total of 40 half double crochet. So you want to make not more than 40 or 42 is maximum, otherwise it's going to be too many if you have 7 to 8 inches armhole like I did. So yeah, go ahead and add 40 to 42 half double crochet for round 1, and then you're going to slip stitch at the beginning of chain 2. And for round 2, you're going to chain 2 and half double crochet in each of half double crochet from previous round. And again, slip stitch at the beginning chain, and round 3, chain 3, and double crochet this time. Double crochet in each of the half double crochet from previous round, and slip stitch at the beginning of chain 3. Sorry that I don't show you how to make round 3, but simply is that you just go back and listen to my voice again if you don't understand. And now we have complete round 3. As you can see, we have a row of double crochet in round 3. Now we're going to make a little bit of calculation here, because we're going to add the design of the boxes design. I don't know, of this twisting design that we have on the body part. And here we're going to find this middle part of the shoulder. You see this line? I would suggest you to add 1 stitch marker right from that line on the last row of our double crochet row. Just add 1 stitch marker there, and I show you how to count. When you got 1 stitch marker there, I want you to count into the left from there 7 stitch, and then add another stitch marker there. And after that, when you got the stitch marker from there, I want you to count from the middle part into the right, count the stitch marker as well, another 6 stitch, so that you will have 13. When you count 6 stitches, you remove the stitch marker from the middle into the right, and make sure that you have 13 stitches. You can count again from The stitch marker of the left to the right should be total of 13 stitches. Now let's start row 4 to create this beautiful texture also on the sleeve part. I really love this texture. It's so beautiful. To start row 4, at the end of row 3, you're going to chain 3. And then 1 double crochet in each stitch until you get to the first stitch marker. And here at the stitch marker, we're going to create this pattern. We're going to call now midden pattern. So add 1 double crochet at where the stitch marker is, chain 3, skip next 2 chain, single crochet in the next chain. Chain 3, skip next 2 chain, double crochet in the next chain. Do that twice. And here you're going to add 1 double crochet to close this middle pattern. You can see from 1 stitch marker to another, you have in total of 13 stitches. And this is how we create this pattern at the top of our sleeve. Then you add 1 double crochet in each stitch across until you arrive at the beginning of the row. And when you arrive at the beginning of the row, we're going to do some little chain here. When you arrive there, you see that chain 3 over there. We will end the row this time without slip stitch because I want to create the sleeve with no seam. So at that third chain from the beginning chain, I add 1 single crochet. And this row gonna be a single crochet row. So you can also add stitch marker there at the beginning so you know where is the beginning. But obviously you can see because one row is double crochet and the next row is single crochet. So this row is simply the single crochet row. You just add 1 single crochet in each stitch across until you arrive to the stitch marker there. And I show you how to make the design. And here when you arrive to the stitch marker there, you skip the first chain space and you add 3 double crochet in the next chain space, exactly the way we did on the body part. And then you're going to chain 3 and you're gonna start to work in the first chain space that you skip by adding another 3 double crochet in there. And now you're gonna add a single crochet on top of double crochet from the previous row, and then you're gonna repeat again. So just exactly what we did already. Now you're gonna skip the first chain space and you're gonna add 3 double crochet in the next chain space and do exactly the same. And here add 1 single crochet to close this middle pattern of this row, and you're going to add 1 single crochet in each stitch across until you arrive at the beginning of this row. And when you arrive at the beginning of this row, the next row will be a double crochet. And here is my last single crochet, and now I start the first double crochet of the next round. This is round 6, As you can see, one round is single crochet and another round is double crochet. You can see from your previous round. So now I start my round 6. The round 6 is double crochet. So I add 1 double crochet in each stitch until I get into the stitch marker. And 1 more double crochet into this stitch. You can see that is aligned with the stitch marker from before. And now the middle pattern, we're going to chain 2, single crochet in next chain 3 loop, chain 2, skip next 3 double crochet and double crochet in the next single crochet. And I repeat that one more time for this midden pattern. Now I'm going to just add 1 double crochet in each stitch across until I arrive to the beginning of this round. And this is how we're going to finish round 6. And for the pattern, you're just going to repeat these 2 rounds, 1 round of double crochet and the next round of single crochet. And the midden pattern just going to repeat the same as well. So just keep doing it as long as you wish your sleeve to be. You can just try it on and see how many rounds you need to make. I have made in total of 36 rounds. When you finish with your first sleeve, just repeat all the steps to create another sleeve. And weave in all the yarn, put it on, and voila! You have created your Harvest Moon sweater. And if you want to get the written pattern, just make sure you check the description box below for the coupon code and everything you need to know. I hope you enjoyed the video tutorial today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that I know you love to see something like this again. Find me on Instagram because I love to interact with you. Also on my Facebook group and page. See you later, my beloved. Take care.